Hello everyone who's showing up, and Bill and dogs and cats. I'm just testing some settings and everything. You'll have to tell me how the audio is. It's been so long since I've messed with anything. Me and Flavor Beam, aka Gateless, aka Deeds, aka the man of a million names, are gonna be fucking around with the EverQuest a little bit. I gotta reset up my mute key apparently. Hang on a sec. I mean, all I want is to be able to mute my microphone with my keyboard. Apparently that's too much to ask for. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna be primarily muted, I think. This is the Plump Radio Show. We're listening to Wave Race 64 as we go into the Fallen here. Still wasting my life away on EverQuest and other MMOs. Oh boy. I have a feeling that the game audio is going to be really quiet. Gotta show him the cat. What cat? Do I want to know? I'm kind of scared. Oh yeah, the kitty cats. So for those of you who don't know, that is a guide or GM room. If I'm not mistaken, is that right, Deeds? That's a, that's where they teleport into for safety, right? Yeah, this is green server. Let me update that. Okay, I am... Oh, just an Easter egg? I like the Easter egg. I'm playing an enchanter and I'm not very good at it. Granted, I'm only level 12, almost 13. I've got my key for up here. I've got one already. Oh, you got extra ones from further down, okay. I'm kinda twinked thanks to Gateless. I'm just gonna call Deeds from now on. Got some pretty good crafted jewelry. As well as a smoldering brand. Which I won't be using for much longer, I imagine. Once I get Breeze anyways, I'll be spending the majority of my time on my ass. There are only two of them. Looks like a cleric and a monk. Cleric, something else. I'll try to keep up with chat too. But I shrunk my resolution from 1080p down to 1600 by 900 because I'm pretty sure it's all my computer can handle when it comes to recording and streaming. So the chat that I have on my Windows set up over there is really freaking small. Well, 2 of them are rooted. Deeds has a level 60 enchanter, so I can probably rip him for any information that I need. And then I don't know if you guys have watched Level Up Larry play this, but he has a level 60 enchanter, and he did a whole bunch of really difficult solo challenges that made enchanter seem incredibly fun, but I don't expect to ever actually be a good enchanter. One of the funnest classes. I've definitely heard that they're pretty much the most broken class in the game, besides maybe bards. But then bards are, I believe, mostly broken outside, whereas enchanters are broken everywhere. I was tempted to stream a ranger, but if I do ever stream a ranger, it's literally going to be hours of me just playing music and grinding away levels, just chatting with whoever shows up. It would not be very fun. Very fun to watch. One in there? I've had a chronic cough for like a month now, so I'm probably dying from the Rona, which is another reason I want to be able to mute myself. There we go. I don't know if I wouldn't count this as leapfrogging. Hell, we could join with him. I don't ever care if we group with people. I believe in safe experience over fast experience. So I have a tendency to just get myself killed. It's one of the reasons I hate pooling. And why, even though I love playing a ranger and a bard, I also hate playing them, because that's their 2 primary jobs. A ranger will be pooling most of the time, especially if outdoors, and a bard will be pooling as well. At least with a bard, you can solo. It is free. I have Nightbot, so there's a whole bunch of commands, and one of the commands will take you to the p99 website. Yeah, I get it. You absolutely hate that spell. Everybody does. Once I pop that, I can pretty much guarantee I'm gonna get aggro. Go on, hit me. The only time I've ever had good XP soloing is on my Necro and Bard. I loved my Necro. It's level 40 right now. I just haven't done anything with it for a while. I've got a 40 Necro on green, a 19 Bard, and working on the Enchanter. I am not very consistent, as you can tell. Hang on a sec. He has got a fungi tunic on. So he can tank a lot of this stuff. Come on, hit me once. Hit me once, you bastard. Thank you. Half tempted to root it, but... I'm gonna nuke it real hard. And it resists. I'm gonna get low health aggro here in a second. If you need me to slow that one, just let me know. I've got enough mana for that, probably. I'm not entirely... I don't know what I get haste. I want to say early 20s, perhaps? We could join up with him. Fine by me. Hell, maybe we can take on the third floor. If it's a full group. That's about 50% of my life. If everybody in this room is grouped, I think there's one too many. If I counted correctly. That's not bad. haven't yet actually grouped as an enchanter, so I'm looking through my spells, seeing if there's anything incredibly useful that I should have that might be good to slap on people, but it doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna hide all corpses. I hate when I accidentally loot one. It's hard to fight the urge not to just stand up and start swinging. Swear I've seen this bees somewhere before. See you later, Bruce. Sleep well. Hello, Mechanical. Just a late night grind in EverQuest. With who knows what music is gonna pop up. I've built a playlist of, like, let's see, 296 video game songs. Now Radio Plump. And there are some weird ones on there. Also, hello Blade, if I didn't say so earlier. I'm not doing too bad. All things considered, it could always be worse. Could always be better as well, but... I mean, honestly, for me to do any better, I would, at this point, have to move to a different town, most likely. I feel like where I'm at now, I can probably stay until I'm retired and dead. Might as well get my bags in order while we're sitting here. This is not another Forgicide, no. We're not quite to the Forg Zone. I mean, we could go there, but we wouldn't be at the special Forgs. The picture that Slaxer drew. I was just looking at that one the other day, actually. I was going through all of his pictures that I still have. I think, I haven't heard from Slaxer since October, so part of me is convinced he's dead. If anybody knows if Slaxer is alive out there, get back to me. Hey, Sinless. Yeah, me and Slaxer were talking pretty much every couple of days on Discord up until the week before the election. And I have not heard from him since. Which is weird. Please hit me, Necro. I want my pet to do something. An enchanter summoned pet is like the most worthless pet in the game. It'd be better if I went up top and charmed that rat that was guarding the entrance. At least then I could send it in. See you later, dogs and cats and a melee. We're both trying to nuke it with our big damage just because we want to cast our spells so bad. This is a free server. You can get more information on it there. But it basically recreates old school classic EverQuest as it was in around 1999. It's not 100%, of course, but it's all free. Something for us old neckbeards to pass the time with. I wasted way too much of my time on basically 3 MMOs, starting from roughly 1996. I played the Grand Realm, which was an interesting, basically a 2D side-scroller MMO, and the combat was turn-based on a grid, which was really, it made it quite tactical. And then I played Ultima Online, and then I played EverQuest. The only reason I even quit Ultima Online is because Trammel and Felucia came out. And completely destroyed the game for me, because the gameplay was a huge part, obviously, of Ultima Online. But it was also the fact you had everybody just crammed together in that MMO. All of the casuals, all of the hardcore people, all of the dudes, the role players, the helpy helpertons, the thieves, the con artists, the murderers. If you wanted to play an MMO, Ultima Online was it, and everybody was forced to participate in the same world, which doesn't happen anymore. Everything is so fractured and split up that that type of community is never going to happen again. I did some free Ultima Online servers over the years. WhatTheFuckMan.com, I don't know if you remember them. Arnold McDonald and Nighthawk and all of them. They had a T2 era server for a while that I played on. I think there was IPY and IPY2. And they were fun while they lasted, but none of them last forever. That p99 that's been around for over 10 years now. Wait, where did everybody go? If I can find the right way. Running my mouth, reading chat over there. Instead of the game chat. I don't really remember the scripting PKs too much, but I remember the speed hackers. And I remember the first motherfuckers that showed up on DSL and cable modems, and the lucky assholes who had T1 lines at college or their business. Called them low-ping bastards. They could run twice as fast as you, attack faster than you. 80 to 90% of the player base was still on something like dial-up. was on not even 56K until at least 2002. Why did I try to root that one? I was hoping he would stab me. If I can get my pet on him over here. Watching heat blood land on me kind of made me panic. I think we had spawns behind us too, right there. So the fortunate thing is death at this level means absolutely nothing. What do I want? Hello, Croymish? Just in time to watch me die foolishly. I don't really need charm here. Memory blur, soothe. Just want to get back. Get back to my body. I did bind close by, which is one of the main benefits of playing a caster class. Like I say, I'm not a very good enchanter. There's a lot to take in. And even though I don't even have a fraction of the tools available at my disposal, it was still enough to make me hit the panic button. Do I want to root these monsters? Do I want to try and mesmerize them? If I try and mez and they resist, they could get pissed off and then come beat my ass because I've got max aggro. It also looked like everybody was attacking at least one different mob, so even if I did mez them, mez would just get broke on the next hit. All of my roots were resisted, I believe. And I don't know if any of you actually know anything about how the mechanics in this game work, but I believe if one of your spells is resisted, I want to say it grants full aggro as well, as if it landed. Possibly more, but that might just me feeling like that and having bias. Oh, don't mesmerize yourself, you idiot. I'm not even sure that I can. I actually want Root to be on number 2. Oh, close your eyes. I was doing the safety squint. And that was my fault. I should have committed. Safety squint only works when you're using power tools. How foolish and ridiculous of me. So far, you guys have been lucky too, by the way, with these playlists. I don't like watching people run by. Makes me panic just a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't have any tiny daggers. Let the twink go first. That's the law of the land. I am one huge chunky gnome. Look at that. Sit back and watch them die. They can't behave. If I was drinking IPA instead of whatever this weird sports drink I'm drinking is, I probably would be there. Like these necro acolytes. Just saying. Enchanters can cast illusions. So as an enchanter, I can eventually turn into every other race in the game, including some elementals and other things. Like all of these illusions I have right here. The erudite race, high elf, gnome, half elf, humans, or minor illusion, which doesn't do a goddamn thing, unfortunately. I am, however, a dark elf, naturally, because I'm a min-maxer and they have the ability to hide as a default skill. Their race does. And if you successfully hide whenever you have a creature charmed, it will break the charm. So you can use it to manipulate when your charm is going to break on a monster. Say you've had one charmed for 10 minutes and you're starting to feel daggers in the back of your neck because you know it's going to break at any time. Well, you can click hide and you can get yourself all set up and then hide and break charm between pools so you can manage the break instead of risking it happening in the middle of a clusterfuck like we had earlier. Tell me why minor illusion is amazing, Deeds. I've tried to use it in a couple places and all it does is root me to the ground. I was hoping it would be like Dark Souls where you morph into a piece of furniture or something. It didn't seem to happen. And hello, it's Akadisu. I am alive. For better or worse, reality hasn't seen fit to throw me into the void just yet. Gonna lose some people in 20 minutes. does not work all the time. But it works often enough that I don't know if I would camp the Goblin Gazugi ring or buy it for the ridiculous price it is on p99 green. What I need to do is do some camps on my Necro so I can afford stuff like that. I did survive 2020, but 2021's not going to be any better. I've been uploading to YouTube a little bit, as well as BitChute. The series I'm uploading to BitChute, I need to wait a little bit longer on, though, because they disabled the save feature for some reason. And it's hard for me to record 3 or 4 hours straight and stay focused for a commentary. My preferred style of recording for anything is 30 minutes to an hour, and then I break for an hour or two, and then maybe I record some more. That thing hit me, so my pet will go in and get it. God, it tore me up with just a few hits. That's what I find hilarious. However, that one's an even con. Can you punch me just once? Thank you. Well, throw my life into the blender for a minute. It means my pet can get some blood on its blade. My name on BitChute is just Plump. I don't know if the search even works on there. I try every single video service that comes out, guys. I've tried Rumble, I've got an account on there, I've got an account on BitChute, I've had an account on like 2 other services that have shut down and failed. I love having competition. It's what pushes technology along, and apparently it's impossible for there to be any competition on either streaming services, because it's pretty much just Twitch and DLive. I don't think anybody uses DLive for video uploads, especially for... That's a red one. Especially for ridiculous things like Let's Plays, where I'm uploading a 20 gigabyte video for Dismantle that 300 people are going to watch, and that video is going to be uploaded for all time. Most services, yeah, they can't dedicate 2 terabytes of videos to Plump like YouTube has over the decades. The game I have on... You might be able to find me with some Space Station 13 videos on there, or... I'm looking to see what the game is called. World of Horror. And if not, get in my Discord, because it's linked there. Oh boy, this be bad. Let's get my pet on you. We are apparently nuking this one down. You know, one of the things I could do, I could charm. If you charm an enemy that has a pet... Oh god, why did I do that? I'll root this guy. At least then, if he's rooted, you can joust him. That's how it works. I have 3 World of Horror videos on BitChute. It was just me learning the game. I really want them to enable the save function, because again, it's going to be impossible for me to sit down for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours and play a game from beginning to end. You guys can see Space Dog here, Cosmic Doggy. She's a little bitty thing, and she got a toe cut off a week ago. Poor thing had a tumor on it. The vet had to chop the entire toe off. Spend more on that dog's healthcare than I do on my own. She's had 3 surgeries in 2 years. But you have to take care of your best friends. And she wants out of the room, so I'll be back. From what I was reading, it's not uncommon for dogs to get tumors on their feet as they get older. Why you gotta resist absolutely everything I throw at you? I have a magic resist debuff, but it's not actually that good yet. I've gained 2 bubbles here. That is bad. I'm always curious how animals even get allergies anyways. It's such a strange concept to me. I even debuffed you and you were still resistant. Smack even with my torch. Photography's not bad. I haven't really been doing it though. I don't have any social media to upload photography to, so I don't have anywhere to share it. And as much as I love doing photography just for myself, I'm not gonna do it if I don't have anybody to share it with. I worked all day and then basically jumped straight online, stretch. Alright, I'll try to slow it. It resisted my root and my slow, and it's almost dead. So. 13, ding. I raised pugs for a while, so I can't really blame the breeders for wanting to go pure bloodline. There's just more money in it. And this entire world revolves around nothing but money. You can spend a year making a puppy to sell it for $1,500. It's all theoretical. $1,500 for a full bloodline, or just 1,000 or 900 if it's not a pure bloodline. Much like crops, people go for whatever the best time investment is. The unfortunate thing about my nuke is that it has an element of stun built into it. So it is super aggro generating. Every time I use it, I can almost guarantee to get hit. What did I ever do to you, you jerk? Gotta love those tense little fights. I've never heard of a Savannah cat or a Scooby-Doo. My current pet is a long-haired Chihuahua. I think they call them apple-headed Chihuahuas. I adopted it. It wasn't my first choice. It's turned out to be one of my favorite pets of all time. But I think after this one, I want to get like a German Shepherd or something. Something bigger. Something I can actually take on hikes with me or out going through the forest, and I don't have to worry about a millipede, a giant millipede, wrapping it up and carrying it off or something. I've heard of a Maine Coon before. I just don't like cats. I have no use for a pet that won't listen to me, that doesn't understand at least a basic hierarchy of who's in control here. Who pays the bills for this house? Cats do whatever the hell they want. My roommate has 2 cats, and I hate the bastards. They're lovable little fur balls. That doesn't mean I can't despise them as well. It should say p99 green. I thought I updated the information. I don't know. Did I hit it again? I'm using the Twitch interface for OBS Studio. So it might be a little bit buggy. Yeah, this is why I hate corpses. I need to stream Path of Exile at some point. I actually am kind of almost ready to get started with the new league. Have you loaded the guild chest up with a whole bunch of good stuff yet, Goldeneye? So I don't have to do any work and I can just build a class from scratch. Excuse me, Ghoul. Dreadbone is green? Really? No. I don't want to nuke that thing just yet. I don't think I would be able to rip over there and kill me, but I also don't want to waste our healer's mana. Edra's always really good at putting stuff in. No, don't come over here. You have a nice juicy ogre wanting your attention. All I did was tash you and slow you. I think I weaved a root in there just for the hell of it. If you are a connoisseur of unique and interesting gameplay, then yes, this game is worth trying out at least once. There is no other MMO that has group content like this, where it's so nail-biting, where the risk is so high, where every class and role is unique and defined and plays differently. And in this game, if you are exceptionally skilled at your class, like a skilled enchanter can do things that should not be done. And a lot of it's not gear dependent. It's player skill dependent. Hello, Balance. Depending on what you actually want to do in this game, you can either solo or you can group, but it depends also on which class you choose. Some classes you can solo all the way to end level. Some classes you can give up soloing after level 20, and you might as well give it up at level 10. If you want to see some more good streamers for this game, Neuromancer, to get an even better idea of what the gameplay is like across levels, look up Level Up Larry and No Mercy, or Gnome Mercy 99. It's not balanced. It's set up exactly how it was back in the day, including items that are unbalanced. Like if an item was unbalanced back in the day, it's still unbalanced here until it gets fixed in the patch. Like the patches follow the timeline. And right now we're moving through the timeline to the next expansion. We're in Kunark right now, and Velius, the second expansion, will be coming up in June or July. So there's still legacy items that you can get right now that you will no longer be able to get in a couple months. And then you'll never be able to get them again because they were overpowered and eventually got nerfed. It's not 100% classic, mind you. They have made some concessions because of the disgusting neckbeards that play this server still. They've had to make some changes. What is going under? I'm not sure what that is. The only two MMOs I play right now are p99, and I don't play it as much as I should, and Final Fantasy XIV. And 14 is not a great MMO by any means, but it's well done. I've got friends on there. Got an FC in it, which is a guild. If you message me going under on Discord, I will try to check it out. But anything said in chat here, I can't promise to remember. Come on, I'm gonna die to a random pop elf skeleton I didn't even mean to hit. Hate these things. And that's like one of the only skeletons I've ever seen that runs away when low on health. Cyberpunk 2077 is something I did not get hyped for. The fact that they would never show more really than that first shootout, like that shootout in the apartment room, sent off a shit ton of red flags for me. I wish them all the best in getting it going and fixed and patched up to their standards. Here we go. This is what I was waiting on. I was waiting for Respawns to come completely fuck us. Call it a sixth sense. The playlist has been incredibly generous with just lovably nice music for you guys right now. Leaving? Okay. Help, I'm stuck in an ogre lane. Hey, that's another thing I love about classic EverQuest. Ogres legitimately have trouble getting around. They are massive. They don't fit in doorways. There are hallways that are an absolute nightmare for them to navigate. But in return, they have better stats for the classes that they can choose than pretty much any other race. They are immune to being stunned from frontal attacks. They can bash with a shield, I believe, regardless of what class they choose. There are plenty of downsides. Problem is, most developers are not willing to... They're not willing to take risks. They're not willing to make anything have negatives. Everything has to be great. Every race has to be amazing. Like, people who play ogres in this game and trolls are sadistic. Play with massive penalties and handicaps, and in return they get better benefits for it. Trolls can regenerate. They have a higher regenerating health than other races besides Ixar, but in return they're hated everywhere. Hello, Voidmon. Hey, Stock, what's going on? You can use Ogre Illusion to piss off your party members. Just turn into an ogre and camp right in everybody's playing field of view. Yeah, come on, Stock. Me and Deeds, we're waiting for you here. p99 green. Goody, another red. Really? You rat bastard. EverQuest's dungeons are fucking disgusting, too. Hope you enjoy getting lost and confused. Like, EverQuest dungeons actually terrify me to go into, not just because of the death penalty, but because of how confusing they are. Which is how dungeons should be. Most MMOs, the dungeons are just a jolly stroll through the park. From point A to point B, you will go in, you will kill the mobs in this order. They will do the same attacks like every time. The same strategy will work every pool. Where'd you come from? And there is still no challenging 4-man content, dudes. They are still, it's the same patch cycle, the same content as it was in ARR. If I didn't like the story in my FC so much, I wouldn't even be playing still. I'll shove this torch down your throat, ghoul. Everybody wants a piece of the gnome, apparently. Didn't even cast anything on you. Hello, Azafel. It's good to be playing, EQ. Everything is a chore in Final Fantasy. Again, I play the game, I'm sub to it, but... fuck. Sometimes. All I want is the casual attire, Yoshi P, without having to buy it. Why is that so difficult? No, they saw who I really am. My mask came off. They saw I was a dark elf. Without raiding stock, there's no reason to really stick around. Like I say, if you don't have an FC and stuff to hang out with, do the story. Do the patch stuff if it's out, and then unsub and come back in a year and a half. At this point, I'm just subbed to Final Fantasy XIV until all of my FC peeps quit, or until Pantheon comes out. Even though at this rate, Pantheon is looking more and more like vaporware, in my opinion, which I hate to say. I don't think it's going to live up to the original vision that they pitched us before Brad died. I don't know if I've ever even heard of Cosmic Break either. Root the pet? I actually got a Mesmerize off. You guys were there to see my first Mesmerize ever. On a... Don't... He's trying to gate. I can't believe that actually landed and wasn't resisted. There are no MMOs coming out soon. They are all vaporware and garbage. Gotta love waifus. There is absolutely no way to share this great playlist. You will have to use the song title down below and look it up on either YouTube or Newgrounds. If the song title has a whole bunch of numbers in front of it, then it is a Newgrounds song. All of this music should be basically public. I don't know the exact classification for it, but it will not trigger a DMCA on any of my stuff, on any videos, on any streaming services. You see me weaving and dodging? He couldn't hit me. He kept missing. My Dark Elf agility of whopping 90 being used to dodge and weave there. And yes, this is Winamp. I am old school. I don't know what type of MP3 programs came along after Winamp, but doesn't matter. Winamp still works. Hello, Grimmeth. This is exactly what 2021 needed. Plump radio. With the MMO grindage in the background. Off in camp. Another one of those damn elf skeletons. Well then. I can't mesmerize that. Can't mesmerize the ghoul. Maybe I can mesmerize. Are you being punched by anything? Yeah, you are. Everything's being attacked. It's a waste of mana. This is how I do crowd control, since I don't trust mesmerizing. I use root. Pray for the best. Oh no! Oh god, I'm dead. I rooted him, he rooted me, we're both rooted in place. Got ghoul root on. Wonderful. I'm scared to sit down for a second. Hooker it up. Winamp still has the best visualizer, obviously. You know what? Do I still have the bars? There we go. I'll put the equalizer bars on my Galaxy Cam too. always breaks itself for you. Leave it to Ballast to break a program that's been functional for almost 20 years. Like this song with all the numbers in front of it, that is a Newgrounds song. So you can either go to Newgrounds and search for Toxic, or I believe you can type in that number. It might pull it up. Bombs World? Jeez. The name I haven't heard in a while. E-Bombs World, You the Man Now Dog, WhatTheFuckMan.com, Barks, Slash Shot. Probably throw Dig in that pile now. Something Awful. Now what do we have? Imager, Reddit, iFunny. Yeah, iFunny, yeah. Fuck. I think You the Man Now Dog is still around. Unfortunately, its days of being culturally significant and having any impact on the internet at all is done with. I'm gonna nuke this and have to tank it. Yeah, I can't use Reddit with the new interface. I refuse. But really, I think that type of internet is fading away as well. I don't think it'll be long before places like Reddit aren't exactly that powerful or used either. It's getting too easy for bots to come in and take over the conversation in these places, which is leading to a whole lot of inorganic stuff. And people can tell it's inorganic. And it lowers discourse and interaction. Zombocom. You'll have no idea how disappointed I am that Zombocom never actually morphed into anything. This was used in Mush, yes. Also used in, I want to say, almost every single Space Station 13 video. Can you hit me so my pet will do something? Thank you so much. Punching me in the face. Exactly what I wanted. Slow this Necro. Oh, hey, a Necro. Another red one. Don't actually to do about that. And we got a camp pop. Mesmerize you. Please, nobody hit it. Let him just sleep. Don't you do it. Necrothurgus was trying to gate back to his bind point. Akhmend is about to die. They're gonna just resist everything. So, me and Azor, I don't have the key to it. I'm about ready to pull a chicken maneuver. That thing is red and I'm not going to be able to kill it. My pet is going to... Okay, I'm bailing. I'm bailing out. Hit the eject button and fucking leave! I'm not sticking around to try and solo a red. But, I think that was a cleric? I think Akhmend is our cleric. Oh god. Yep. This is what I get for running away and fleeing. I'm going to actually... I'm gonna take this guy to the guards real quick. I'm sorry for missing chat for like the last 5 minutes. Whatever you guys were saying, shit was getting too intense down there. Oh no, somebody's killing the fucking guards. There's supposed to be 2 guards at that toll booth. Okay, I don't want to just pull this thing straight to the entrance here. I know it's gonna be... Actually, it's not that close. Fuck it. I don't want someone else to pick up this dumb Kodiak and end up getting mauled to death by it, but far enough back that it shouldn't be... It won't get caught in the entrance here, having to path out. Not as serious as Forgs, but still serious. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them, you gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when not to take that experience hit. Sorry, City Girl. This is a very good album, but we're not gonna sit here for 44 minutes and listen to it. This is another game that that has really good music, and I kind of want to upload some videos for at some point. Know when to fold them, that's a good one. back to talking about bots. Yeah, let's see. Mechanical, you were talking about inorganic chatbots. Bedtime story guy. That's me. Just wait till you walk into a retail store and there's no employees anywhere. You'll pull out your phone and there will be an augmented reality person, I don't even know, an augmented reality persona that shows up on your phone in the middle of the aisle, and you say, hey, take me to the Depends, and it'll give you an augmented reality path straight to the Depends. I'm not sure who the hell is going to be doing any work when all of these so-called upgrades come out and happen. Thankfully, my job, even though it pays shit wages and it has absolutely no benefits, I don't think they can ever really, at least at my location, completely automate it. Has to be somebody there to run the store, since there's just one of us at a time. And selling alcohol and cigarettes, I kind of have to check IDs. I don't see my location going fully automated like a Japanese convenience store anytime soon. I almost went back to my old job, actually, about 2 months ago. But for those of you who are on my Discord, you know I have my medical card now. And the company straight up said that if you have your medical card, or if you are enrolled in your state's medical program, or MMJ, you cannot work for this company. I am more or less stuck at where I'm at. It is for insurance reasons, because if it wasn't illegal federally, I don't think they would care so much. It's because even though it's recreational in the states due to insurance reasons, federal laws still apply. So if you test positive for pot, their insurance might not cover you if, say, you, I don't know, hurt yourself on the job, or if you hurt a customer or something, is basically the way it was explained to me. And I was looking into it. For those of you who don't know, I used to work for Walmart. I was a manager for them, and they wanted me to come back as a manager, and I almost did it. Just because I was like, they're offering me a shit ton of money, so might as well. But, simply can't do it, with the medical card. I was looking into it online, and they fired some guy who'd been with the company for like 25 years. He'd been employee of the month or year multiple times, and he came down with cancer and was dying, but still working. And they gave him a medical card. And because his doctors gave him a medical marijuana card, Walmart fired his ass. But whether or not it's legal, or whether or not it's ethical, that's corporate for you. Someone in an HR department has decided that that's the way it's gotta be. So as I was filling out the paperwork to go back to the company, The very last page had that information about being enrolled in the medical program or having a medical card. And I was like, well, sorry guys, you are on your own apparently, because I'm not coming back to work here having a literal sword hanging over my head where you could instantly fire me anytime you want. That is a pretty shit reason to get fired. Disu. I've seen it all with corporations. Nothing surprises me. Current place I work is owned by one guy, a guy I went to high school with him and am friends with. He doesn't get rich from it. I don't get rich from it. We have a good old time getting the town drunk and chit-chatting with people all day long. Can't really complain. We do our fair share of sampling, yes. Or not, I guess the corpses are back here, so... I was too slow in passing over food and water. The funny thing about shrooms in America is that you can order the spores online and have them delivered. And so you can order the spores and grow your own, but you can't order the mushrooms themselves. And speaking of mushrooms, now that I've been streaming for a while and there might be more people here, does anyone know what happened to Slaxer? I haven't heard from him in like 3 months now. I went to... where did I go? I went to Seattle 2 years ago. And that was the first time I ever got to see recreational dispensaries where you just walk in and flash them your ID. And get to have fun. Smoking's not for everybody, and I don't blame them. Drinking's not for everybody, and I don't blame those that don't like drinking. I'm not a particularly big fan of alcohol. I might have a few IPAs every now and then. Or make a mixed drink or something. I'm not even particularly a big fan of the feeling of being drunk. True, when I raided in 14 as a healer, I did like drinking during that. Hangovers never get better. The only thing I can suggest is stay away from alcohol that's got a lot of sugar in it. I've heard, just again from working in a liquor store, it seems like people who drink super sugary stuff get more hangovers. God, a ghoul just spawned here. Okay. Thankfully that guy is there to take care of it. A red ghoul. Every 15 minutes, I think, or 8 minutes or something, a mob spawns right here. It's part of a quest. It could be one of, like, 8 different mobs or something like that. One of the things I love about EverQuest is mobs have placeholders. Just because you're looking for a specific quest mob doesn't mean it's up. You might have to kill its placeholder and wait for it to respawn and hope that your quest mob is up. I'm coming. I'm only going to be streaming for like another 30 minutes. I do have work tomorrow, so... And I've already went 51 minutes longer than I planned to stream. Actually, you know what? Don't summon that damn thing. I don't need a pet right now. It'll just get in the way on the way down. Yep, you can buy every day of the week. It doesn't even have to be put in a bag before you leave, which I found out in some states it has to be in a brown bag before you leave the store. The laws in this country in some places. I don't even know where to begin. Don't your Amazon slave pits pay pretty good? I know they were discussing putting Amazon slave pits in my state for a while, but they didn't. They decided to go elsewhere. 1890, depending on where that is, pretty respectable. Like 1890 here would be, yeah, amazing. Thought I canceled summoning you, pet, you bastard. Like if you made 1890 out here where I live, you'd be able to afford a nice house, probably like 40 acres of land. Brand new car. All relative cost of living, though. Wait, I don't want to choke. Casting choke has been worthless. Nothing actually survives long enough for it to finish its dot tick. But yeah, their dots suck and their DD damage sucks as well. Because I don't need to pull that much aggro. Not a good thing, okay. I'm gonna root some if you need to spread them out. Damn, the playlist has been on it tonight. It's not tortured you guys for 2 hours. I have some songs in here specifically designed to torture. Excuse me, skeleton. Don't mind kindly go boning yourself. If you want torture, we can make it happen. Let me see. Oh my god, so much. Good when you can't actually tell what you're targeting. You just have to hit tab and hope for the best. T9 song? I've got the T9 song in this playlist. I actually jam out to that song. That's another thing that Final Fantasy XIV does exceptionally well, the music. Uematsu has a valid successor in Soken, and Yoshi P is pretty damn good when it comes to game design and producing. Final Fantasy XVI is the first one I've been excited about since, God, I don't even know when. Since 10 came out. After 10, I no longer cared at all about Final Fantasies. Excuse me, skeleton. See, I hate getting hit and wasting my cleric's mana, or whoever healed me. Makes me feel bad. 16 is being designed by Yoshi P, who is the guy who took over Final Fantasy XIV and saved it, and Soken is doing the music for him. Damn, working at a suicide hotline, Nero. That is something else. Okay, let me see if I can find a song to torture. Because this is another good one. Which game? Phantom Crash. Do any of you remember the game Phantom Crash? From the original Xbox. It's not torture the same way that, say, classic Goon Station admins would torture during specific rounds. It's not that type of torture. Wasn't sure if we were moving up or not for a second. The song is... and it's not careful. This isn't really torture. So Phantom Crash was a mech game on the original Xbox where you customized your mech and did combat with it, except it was fast-paced. It wasn't like Mech Warrior. These mechs were high speed, launch themselves around the arena. Not like Armored Core. I don't know if Goon went to shit or not, but Goon changed significantly when Cogworks, I want to say when he came out with his first map. Just go watch the admins from my early videos and see how they changed over time. They did a whole lot less torturing, which kind of made me sad. Admins and shitcurity were part of the integral classic Space Station 13 experience. And the definition of what a shitman or a badman was changed over time. Yeah, they got rid of Pooh. I'm neither for or against. It was just a thing. But I don't know if any of you remember when the Goons used to... best way I can describe it is play ear rape music and just blow your eardrums out. They quit doing that at some point and became far nicer. It was like how instead of shitcurity over the years, that most of security turned into Paul Blart. Or they turned into just comically useless security. Whereas my favorite security were the ones who would bust down your door, throw a bunch of frag grenades in there, then space you. Because it looked like you were possibly making bombs. Yeah, Sec did become punching bags. Security became more of a joke than something that you didn't want to mess with. Which was, again, to me, disappointing. Probably Barrow trauma, I would imagine. Because SS-13 already had well-established communities with guidelines, programmers, coders, admins, long-term players. So they were probably set up to weather a storm of players far better than any Barrow trauma servers were. I would imagine the Barrow trauma community was unprepared. Damn you, let him punch me! I don't know why the zombie hates me, I didn't even do anything to it. I've not played SS-14 yet. I did sign up and get access to the beta on Steam, but I've not logged into any servers or anything yet. I'm going to give them more time to get it set up. Apparently, you can only choose one of each class, so there can only be one security member, one engineer, one whatever right now, so they still have a very long ways to go. But that's pretty much, feels like where I'm at with gaming right now. I'm in the waiting stage, waiting for all of these games to come along. Project N, Pantheon, SS14, which I'm not sure is the same thing as Space Station Unity. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Pantheon looked cool, but man, I've not heard anything good about it this year. I don't care what they say. The fact that Brad died was bad news. Then the fact that apparently they've had to rewrite the engine yet again because of the way everything was set up. Or they've had to do some major overhauls, which is like the third time they've had to do them. Talking about possibly having a cash shop in the game, when a cash shop is completely anti-ethical to the core tenets of Brad's vision and the game itself. I didn't know Hippie had racist stuff. He's a pretty cool dude. Hippie is like me. He's a Native American. I'm pretty sure we get a pass and we can say whatever we want, because at the end of the day, all you motherfuckers are on our land. I don't want to hear it. New World from Amazon? I've not heard anything good about it. Our casino is in Oklahoma, part of the Potawatomi tribe. My mother was actually a security guard there for a couple of years before she moved up here to be closer to us, her children. Oh, gotcha. I guess I never heard that, but I never, as much as I love Hippie, I never actually watched anyone else play Space Station 13. I have a thing where if, like, I hated watching other people play Space Station 13 or Dwarf Fortress. Primarily because I had my own way that I played and recorded them, and two, I didn't want my style to be influenced in any way by what I saw them doing. I'm eagerly awaiting Hippie's video game that he's making, an RPG maker. A fan-made Lisa game. I'm pretty sure Amazon is behind a New World. Could you not? Okay, you little butthole elf skeleton. I feel like back then, Disu, it was easier to find interesting games as well. It should be easier these days to find interesting games, but where are they at? The most interesting games out there, like CUD, like you say there, are games that we've been playing for 10 years. Dwarf Fortress, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, CUD, Space Station 13. All of these hardcore, in-depth games all came out around the same time and continued to be updated for a long time. And nothing else has really come to fill the gap. There should be more awesome games being made today that we could pick up, but where are they? Where are they at? Been looking for years. Going Under. Again, send that to me on Discord. I'll check it out. I've got at least one other game I want to try and record after I'm done with Bannerlord. I'm gonna need other things to line up. MMOs are dead. Yoshi P, again, the guy behind the Final Fantasy XIV revival, he says, in his opinion, that Final Fantasy XIV is the last MMO of that generation, like of that style, that type. He thinks that any MMOs in the future that are coming out will be either more niche, more specialized, or just a different style. More focused on things like tablets and phones, more mobile. Which I kind of believe. I'm not sure. Are there any AAA MMOs being developed besides? I'm not even sure New World from Amazon would count as AAA, because Amazon's not really a AAA developer. They have no resume at all, except shit tons of money. I mean, I was waiting for Dragon Quest X to come stateside, but I've been waiting for that since before Dragon Quest XI even came out. Why am I doing that? My options when it comes to nuking. Not very good. I honestly don't think you'll ever see an MMO revival. Just because of the amount of resources required. You might see smaller MMOs like Project N. I've mentioned it a couple times in this stream. An ex-EQ developer called A Loving Robot is working on it. They are planning it out and slowly building it up right now. He live streams it sometime. Like, their entire goal, basically, is to have an old-school classic MMO like EverQuest that uses cheap models, cheap textures, and focuses more on gameplay and world design and stuff like that. So they don't have to spend millions upon millions of dollars on monsters and high-res models and stuff like that, which is usually where most of the money seems to go, they said. And no, I've not finished Dragon Quest XI. It's actually right where I left it. think I played it for maybe 10 more minutes off screen. Damn, that pet is even red. I'm probably gonna... I think I've killed myself here, Deeds, if I'm being honest with you. I think I pissed this thing off pretty hardcore. All it took was one mesmerize. I did PSO2 for a little bit, but I don't know. I can only grind for marginal upgrades for so long. Especially when the gear is going to be outdated in 3 months anyways. Like, why am I going to spend 2 months to grind for marginal upgrades when in 3 months all that gear is going to be outdated? Try to bind. I wish that I could do the mana dance while binding. Set med and bind. Weave them in together. An elf skeleton again. God dang. Hey dudes, X is here. You want to pick him up from the top at some point. Oh no, why did I do that? I thought I was gonna for sure kill him. He is up at the entrance, I believe, still. I think he just arrived. I'm asking him right now. Hang on. Like I said earlier, unfortunately there can never be a successor to Ultima Online. It wasn't just the gameplay, it was the fact that everybody was jammed into one MMO. Because it was the only one out, more or less. So all of the cutthroats, all of the nice people, all the PvPers, the PKers, all of the role players, all of the cool dudes, the lead bros, everybody was forced to play together in one small community. And it created a very unique atmosphere that, quite frankly, will never be replicated. Yeah. You want to go back? Well, as soon... Yeah, he's up at the top, Deeds. As soon as, Matrix-style virtual reality comes around, if you can live that long, we'll be able to simulate the 90s for you. Fairly accurately. We'll just blank your memory a little bit and send you back in time through virtual reality there. You can relive the best era in MMOs. PR boy band revival. Jesus Christ, the future is fucking bleak. I do sometimes wonder that, Sinless Moon. How many of you ever just say, how many of you look around every once in a while and just go, computer, end simulation? And you want that holodeck door to open up next to you. Just, then you walk out. Every once in a while, I gotta test it. I'm gonna try it and just see. Yeah, I'm gonna play a really good song that is kind of sad. This is another song from Newgrounds that I really like it. I'm gonna mute myself for a moment. I love this song. Better be safe, Valis. Put them snow tires on. Got them chains, right? How dare you resist me? Elf Skeleton Pop. That sneaky assassin. That inopportune spawner, more or less, knows exactly when the worst time to spawn is. Oh god, he looked at me. You can always tell when you get aggro because they turn an eye straight to you. Please don't get pissed. Slowing down by 20 to 30%. Helps the tank survive. The twink tank. Twank. Maybe he's a twunk. I guess twank would be right. Twink with a tank. I just want to relive that It's Always Sunny skit, damn it. Judge me. Have a nuke. I wouldn't just straight up nuke a red like that, but I'm not too scared of a blue killing me. Or wasting too much of the cleric's mana. So close to 14. 1.5 bubbles. So not only do you break Winamp ballast, but you break your vehicle as well. This is gonna piss the skeleton off. Pull over safely. For fuck's sake. Please pull over dangerously. Dangerously as you can. Pull the e-brake right now and whip it onto the shoulder. Slide if you have to. A car that talks to me and tells me to do terrible stuff. You know, I realize what the problem is, and this is a problem I should have realized earlier. We don't actually have a tank that can taunt. Version of Knight Rider. Imagine your car going into that bank right now. I'm gonna rob it. You tell your car no, cops aren't gonna listen to you. It's that Stephen King horror movie about not the semis with the car. Can't remember the name of the semi one either. red spawn in camp, I think, these. Honestly, I wonder if the only mez that's worth it is the large AoE mez. I'm gonna root the pet and the icebone skeleton. If you need to back up, there's 2 of them rooted right now. Where are you going? I'm out of mana. I assume my pet is doing nothing. It's just standing there. Is this thing still rooted? Yes. There we go. Okay. This is going to be interesting how this unfolds. I can't believe how long that route lasted. It's not how you spell breaks. Thank you, Balance. Triggering me. Are you a teacher too? Elf skeleton. The assassin is back. Try to slow it. What good that does. Nope. Resisted it. If I can slow the mob, that's incredibly useful. Two fizzles, come on. When you fizzle a spell in this game, you lose mana. There's no worse feeling in the world than fizzling away all your mana and dying because of it. I'd rather be trained and killed. away we go. I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, my slow landed. I think I might even be able to tank it at that point. Hey, thanks for tossing me your prime. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos. It's mine now. This is a good song to leave too, why not?
Pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, he's a pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, he's a pretty boy.
Everybody see me, they like damn. He's thick. I mean, what did you expect from the directors? She us one pretty son, the bitch turn the straight nigga game. I'm fucking lean. She a car. Look good at some nice new jeans. I just spent 40K on the direct ring.
Who couldn't love Morrowind rap? By Young Scrolls.
Pretty boy, beauty boy, pussy magnet, not a pussy boy. Going to Akavir, get some sushi boy. Looking at me, you're the fruity boy. Bitch, the mad guy has spoken. Bitch, you look like a goblin. Bitch, think we have the problem skedaddle. I ain't here to solve it.
Pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, he's a pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, he's a pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, pretty boy, he's a pretty boy, pretty boy.
That is it for our adventures in Befallen. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you, Deeds, for being our twink tank. For staying up so late, because I know this is far later than you normally stay up. X, if you're out there, thank you for joining. I didn't expect you to show up so late, but it was still good to see you. The pile of corpses at the exit. That's one of the hallmarks of EverQuest. You can tell how good a zone is by the number of corpses at the exit. This is the streamer song for reminding yourself to hydrate.
Don't play too many games. Only 3 hours a day. Respect your parents, okay? Love your mom, love your dad. Always say please and thank you. You can say words like fucking shit without counting your thousands, thank you. Don't say nigga, it's bad.
So, I'm gonna camp here. I'm gonna end the stream. It was fun, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll probably be doing more late night streams. It'll be pretty much just this, by the way. It's gonna be me, music, MMOs, grinding. Any type of story-based bullshit that I want to do is going to be specifically for YouTube or BitChute. So I'm just warning you now. If you show up here, it'll be to either chat with me or listen to music and watch grinding stuff. So. Anyways, take it easy, guys. I will see you later. Maybe if Deeds is on tomorrow, we can do more EverQuest.
Don't try to grow a beer. If you try to grow a beer, you will fucking die. Don't drink Coke and Pepsi. Drink only water and milk. Or else your bones will be weak. Like in Skyrim. I got the juice. I got the juice. You must only drink water. Water